Hello, my name is Ajay Nair. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Horticulture at Iowa State University, and as you can see, we are working through some difficult situations here given the pandemic that's going on, so that's why I'm wearing a mask. But today what I want to show you is how to install soil moisture sensors. So here today we have this moisture sensor from Watermark. So here's the sensor. We have additionally put a PVC pipe on top so that this wire is safe because the sensor will be buried either at 6-inch depth or at 12-inch, but primarily this is the sensor here. The use of the sensor for commercial growers is to make sure that we know what amount of moisture is there in the soil, and based on that you irrigate. Because if you don't irrigate based on the moisture settings, either you are putting a lot of water, and when you put a lot of water, you are moving a lot of nutrients in. And also another thing to consider is irrigation is like equal to energy, so you're spending a lot of energy as well. So we want to make sure that we put the right amount of water at the right time. We just don't want to just speculate that okay, we need to turn it on for 4 hours or 3 hours or these days a week. We probably make our decision based on the soil moisture sensors. So today I'm going to show you how we install this. So I have a soil auger here that will help us to pull the soil out so that we can push the sensor in. So I have already installed a soil moisture sensor here. You can see this one was installed at the 6-inch depth, and the next one is going to be at the 12-inch depth, because we want to see what the moisture is at both depths and making sure that the drip irrigation is working. So here's an auger. We have 2 rows of pepper plants here. I'm going close to the drip tape, close to the plant, so it's more reflective of what the plant needs, or what the roots near the okay, so I'm at the 12-inch depth. I'm moving my auger a little bit, and now I'm going to pull this auger out. And be careful as you pull it out, don't shake it too much so that the walls start collapsing. You can see, took the soil out. The soil which you take out when you make this hole, you should put this in a bucket with a little bit of water. You can see we have some water here. I'm going to put the soil into this bucket here and create sort of a slurry. This is taking you back to your childhood days where you could play with the water and the clay and have fun. So maybe this is one way of having fun by growing vegetables and installing the soil moisture sensor. But here you can see I'm just trying to make a slurry. If there were stones or rocks, I would have disposed them. I would have taken them off. But as long as you have a slurry, that's good. And so once you have your slurry ready, I'm going to put some of the slurry into that hole which we just made, so that we can push the sensor in and have a good soil contact of that sensor. So you see, I'm going to pour a little bit of the slurry into the soil. Here's my sensor. I've made 2 marks on it. This is 6 inches and this is 12 inches. So this one will go all the way in up till the 12-inch mark. I have reached there, and I'm going to push a little bit so that the soil comes in good contact with the sensor. And after this, basically you are just basically backfilling the soil. I don't have a great tool, but anything out in the farm would work. In this case, the grad students have come up with this awesome tool which you can use to push the soil around. And just what we are making sure is that hole which we made, it's backfilled nicely with soil so that the water doesn't just completely drain on top of the sensor. If you have some slurry left over, which I do have some, I can pour that slurry into that hole. Basically, I'm just backfilling this. Once you backfill it,